Example 5 is a little bit different because we're kind of given, we're going to be working with two triangles and kind of have to back into what we're looking for. So we're given angle, or we're given side AB is 7, we're given BC is 10, CD is 9, AD is 3. We know angle ABD is 38 degrees, and we're looking for BD. So we're looking for this side. So we kind of have to come up with a plan. I can see that if I look at this smaller triangle ABD, I have an angle side relationship that I could help use using law of sines to find x. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to find a first. So I need to, let me get the color one. I need to use law of sine, or law of cosine, to find angle A. So that's my first step. And I'm going to look at this by looking at the big triangle. So if I look at this big triangle, I have a side, side, side situation. So I can use law of cosine to find angle A. So cosine of A is going to be equal to, I'm going to look at the two sides that make up angle A, so it's going to be 7 squared plus 12 squared. I'm going to subtract the side opposite the angle I am trying to find, all divided by 2 times 7 times 12. I can plug that into my calculator. I'm going to use the inverse. And once again, make really sure that you know how to plug this into your calculator. This is another opportunity for you to check that you're getting the right answer. So you can go ahead and pause, plug this into your calculator, and see if you get the same answer that I do. Make sure you can either plug it in using the fraction input on your calculator, or putting parentheses on the top and the bottom if you're using the division sign. So I end up getting that angle A is equal to 56.39 degrees. So I'm going to get 56.39. I now have what I need to use law of cosine in this, or law of sine in the smaller triangle to help me solve for x. So now I'm going to use law of sines to find x. So I can set up my ratio. I have an angle and a side. So I have sine of 38 degrees over 3. I now know angle A, so I can say sine of 56.39 all over x. I can go ahead and solve that proportion, and I end up by cross multiplying, and I get x is equal to 4.06. So I have solved the problem, and that's my final answer. So there's a lot of times you'll be using law of cosine and then switching over to law of sine. Like I said, I like to use law of sine, and if I can't use that, I default to law of cosine. Let us know if you have any questions.